God didn't forget. Archangel Michael wrote your name on the scroll that was placed in God's hand this morning, and God said, I want this one to receive a miracle that will bring me glory, one that will silence every accuser, one that will make others turn their hearts back to me. That's why the battle was so heavy this week. That's why the confusion tried to blind you, but now it breaks, now it ends. Now the floodgates open and every hidden thing will come into the light. Your name will be honored, your heart will be healed, your future will be restored, and your enemies, they'll watch. God will prepare a table, not in secret, not in silence, but in front of the very ones who laughed at your delay, and He will serve justice through blessing, He will serve power through peace, He will serve vindication through favor. But first, beloved, you must receive this with your whole heart. You must trust that this isn't a fantasy, it's a forecast, a glimpse of what's already set in motion, and if you try to logic your way out of it, you'll miss it. If you try to figure it out, you'll overthink the miracle. Just receive it, just rest, just say yes, because right now this very minute something is happening. Someone's heart is softening, a divine phone call is being scheduled, a locked door is clicking open, and the reason it's happening because you dared to stay, you dared to read, you dared to believe, and heaven never ignores that kind of courage. So rest in this fire, let it warm your bones, let it awaken your joy, let it be the reason you stop worrying, stop wondering, and start walking like the chosen soul you've always been. Now come closer, my beloved, closer still, because what I'm about to reveal cannot be heard with the ears alone, it must be absorbed by the soul. There is something shifting beneath your feet right now, something not even the earth can explain. It's not a coincidence that your body feels different, that your heartbeat is louder, that time feels suspended. It's because your name is being spoken in places your feet have not yet touched. It's because your spirit is standing in two realms at once. Where you are and where you're going, and heaven is inviting you to step fully into the second one without fear, without resistance, without delay. Do you feel that? That sense that something unseen is staring straight at you with holy eyes, that's not imagination, that's divine presence, that's glory pressing itself against your atmosphere because it refuses to wait any longer. The miracle is restless. It wants to move, it's begging God for permission to land, but it won't touch down until you completely say yes, yes with your heart, yes with your faith, yes with your silence, yes with your readiness to be seen, chosen, used, and lifted in front of those who said you never would be. Archangel Michael says, you were born for this moment, even your delays were part of the plan. Even the betrayals were woven into your crowning. He's seen you at your lowest at 2 a.m. staring at the ceiling, wondering if your prayers hit the ceiling or if God really heard you through the chaos, and now Michael is watching you rise without even realizing it. You're rising right now. Even as your hands tremble, your soul is remembering its assignment, your breath is syncing with divine timing. The old weight is lifting not because you're stronger now, but because it was never yours to carry this long. God only let it stay until it made you wise enough to handle the miracle that's coming. You were never forgotten, you were never abandoned. Heaven has been working behind the veil, orchestrating divine appointments, holding back storms, whispering into the ears of people you haven't even met yet, people who will open doors for you, fund dreams for you, love you in ways you've never tasted, and protect you without conditions. But here's what you need to understand with all your being: if you skip this, if you ignore this stirring, if you scroll past this like it's just another set of words, it will hurt you later in ways that silence can't explain, because this is not a repeatable message, this is not a mass delivery, this is a divine interruption custom crafted by the Spirit of the living God, carved with your name, dipped in angelic urgency, and delivered through time just to reach you right now, not yesterday, not tomorrow, Now, my child. The people who tried to break you, they're about to see a version of you that was hidden for a holy reason. They will look at you and not understand how you're glowing like that. They will wonder how your name is being mentioned in rooms you've never stepped into. They will ask, how did they rise so fast? And the answer will be simple. God stepped in because He finally got a yes from you that came with no conditions, no fear, no shame, no more trying to be small so others could feel big, no more downplaying your calling to stay comfortable. This is the moment God honors the pain by replacing it with power. This is when God rewrites the narrative and makes you the evidence that He still raises the forgotten. And I must warn you with love, once this shift happens, everything changes. You won't be able to unsee what God shows you next. The truth you discover will cost you the version of you that was silent, tired, overlooked, and over-explaining, but it will give birth to a you that walks with heaven's wind at your back, a version of you that attracts favor not out of effort, but out of identity, a version that understands why the delay was necessary because God was maturing the miracle so it wouldn't collapse under the weight of your destiny. And now this next line is not from me, this is from God. Tell my child, I am about to surprise them so deeply, so personally that their faith will have no choice but to shout again, their enemies will have no choice but to flee, their future will have no choice but to bow to the blueprint I wrote before they were even born. Let that settle into your bones. Let that become your comfort because heaven is watching how you respond right now. You're at a divine crossroads. You can go back to the numbness or you can walk through this fire and find the gold. You can let this just be another beautiful message, or you can grab hold of it and let it rewrite your entire life. You can silence the pull inside you or you can let it guide you straight into the center of God's will where everything aligns and nothing is wasted. So decide now, heaven is listening, Michael is waiting and time is not slowing down. Now don't blink, beloved, don't even breathe without intention, because what's coming next is not for the faint-hearted, it's for the warrior in you who's been sleeping beneath the weight of worry. It's for the version of you that heaven still remembers, the version that danced in the spirit before this world tried to make you forget your light, the version of you who heard God before you ever heard doubt. And now with every sacred syllable you let into your soul, that version of you is rising again, slowly but fiercely, quietly, but with undeniable power. The heavens have released a signal, a divine alert has gone out, and it says, this one is waking up, this one is ready, this one has seen enough darkness to know the difference when the light shows up. And child, the light is here, right now, somewhere you can't see. Angels are removing obstacles from your name, chains are being shattered that were passed to you through generations, through lies, through agreements you didn't even know you made. You are not just reading this, you are being unbound, unhooked from timelines that were draining you, released from contracts that your spirit never agreed to, but your pain tolerated, because God is done watching His child be manipulated by fear. He is done watching you build dreams out of survival. Now He wants to build through you from revelation, from abundance, from royal authority, and make no mistake, what He is unlocking through this message cannot be undone. You're not going to need to start over again after this. This is not another cycle. This is the closing of every cycle that tried to convince you your story ended in disappointment. God is saying, you're not too late. I've held your place. I've hidden the blessing so well. Not even the enemy knew where to look. I didn't let it go to someone else. I kept it in divine storage until you were ready to receive without fear and walk without apology. This is that moment. And I know you feel it, you're trying to rationalize it, but your spirit already believes. There's a vibration in your chest that's not coming from the room you're in, it's coming from heaven's voice echoing through your cells, your bones, your blood, saying, remember, wake up, it's time. And here's the truth most people won't tell you: you don't need everyone to believe in you, you don't need everyone to agree with your breakthrough, you just need one yes from God, and the door that was bolted shut for decades will fall open like paper in the wind. You just need one whisper from the angel standing beside you right now, and your whole timeline will shift so fast, even your past will begin to make sense, because this message didn't come to comfort you, it came to launch you, to deliver you, to mark you, to crown you in front of the very shadows that thought you wouldn't make it out alive. And beloved, I see you, I see how long you've carried that silent grief, I see how often you made peace with, maybe this just isn't for me. I see the way you've smiled while questioning if you were still remembered, but heaven hasn't stopped watching, God hasn't stopped planning, Archangel Michael hasn't stopped protecting. You were born for an impossible story, the kind people whisper about when they try to explain what favor looks like, the kind that defies logic, timing, and generational patterns. And this message, this is your spiritual receipt, this is the stamp that says approved by God, sealed by fire, released by heaven. You don't have to figure it all out, you don't have to be perfect, you don't have to explain why you're finally ready, you just have to say, I'm not going back, I'm not skipping this, I receive it all. Because what happens next is between you and the wind of God, and let me tell you, it's already blowing through the corridors of your finances, through the rooms your name is being spoken in, through the body you thought was failing you, through the relationships you were about to give up on, through the opportunities that were denied before but now must return with double honor. This isn't hope anymore, this is prophecy unfolding, this is your Lazarus moment, this is the part where everything dead starts to rise because heaven has commanded it to do so, and you, yes, you are the reason the command was issued. So, what will you do now? Will you let fear win again? Will you let doubt steal what's rightfully yours? Or will you right now, even trembling, say out loud, God, I hear you, I believe, I say yes? Because if you do, something will break, something will open, and someone will call you, message you, reach out to you, and not even understand why they were compelled to, but you'll know, you'll know. It started the moment you said yes to this message, the moment you opened what others skipped, the moment you received what heaven had to hide from the proud to give to the hungry. And child, you are hungry, you are ready, and you are next. Now stay with me, beloved, stay rooted in this holy presence a little longer, because what I am about to pour into your spirit cannot be touched with hands, only caught with the heart. Right now as you read, heaven is stretching the fabric of time around your name, slowing everything else down so that this moment is sealed in eternity. You are not just reading words, you are walking through a portal, a spiritual corridor is opening beneath your very breath, and the air around you is shifting because your yes has been heard louder than thunder in the throne room of God. And when a child of light says yes like that, with trembling, with tears, with holy fear and stubborn faith, heaven responds immediately, not with delay, not with maybe, but with motion. You have started a chain reaction in the unseen that cannot be reversed, cannot be undone, cannot be interrupted by any demon, delay or doubt. You didn't miss it, you're not late, you're not disqualified, you're not too broken, too slow, too complicated, too forgotten, you're exactly where God knew you would be when He wrote this very second into existence, and everything He planned for you is still on the way, still intact, still dripping with oil, still drenched in light, still trembling with purpose that has your name stitched into every thread.